while we ponder rhythm, about the weakness. Me no show no weakness. Steady grind all weekend. See me no show no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to stand in no business. See we no show no weakness. Nah, yeah.
Bazini so me so nka Sikati minche ama minko broke dia Mifere mushe musi a private car I dey run my business so proprietor Open me weakness bombo wool Jama wanu malomo bites I no go grow Ya cheni 50% split the dough Masato blocks in the cement cash the flow We stand tall like Everest We stand crawl before we dey come get feathers As I dey pour like Beijing for my forefathers Empire bomb me chance off for more prayers Yeah, I get the money so I dey get the honey I call a bunny girl, say friend me babe woman. I be nobody, why your wife they shaking body. My nigga, we they do whatever for the money.
Me no show no weakness. Steady grind all weekend. See me no show no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to stand in no business. See we no show no weakness. Nah, weakness. Me no show no weakness. Yeah.
Minko broke dia Mifere mushe musi a private car I dey run my business so proprietor Open me weakness bombo wool Jama wanu malomo bites I no go grow Ya cheni 50% split the dough Masato blocks in the cement cash the flow We stand tall like Everest We stand crawl before we dey come get feathers As I dey pour like Beijing for my forefathers Empire bomb me chance off for more prayers Yeah, I get the money so I dey get the honey I call a bunny girl say friend me babe woman I be nobody, why your wife they shaking body. My nigga, we they do whatever for the money.
Me no show no weakness. Steady grind all weekend. See me no show no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to stand in no business. See we no show no weakness. Nah, weakness. Me no show no weakness. Yeah.
Global.
no show, no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to standing on business. See, we no show, no weakness. Nah, yeah. Ride with me, we turn this thing as we move on the rhythm. No one rolling with the G's, no they see they meme again as they move on the rhythm. On the rhythm, remember they ride with me. We making this be while we on the rhythm. No one rolling with the G's, no they see we making this be while we on the rhythm. On the rhythm, remember the weakness. Me no show, no weakness. Steady grind all weekend. See me no show, no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to stand in no business. See we no show, no weakness. Nah, yeah.
Ha! Charlie, we're in for a big one, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm excited. Today I'm very, very excited because after all of the thrills through the month, the excitement, the peak of all of the action, today we bring it all to a close, and we bring it to a close in a magnificent way. My name is Slymo, and this is the grand finale, final day of the Ghana Pro Clubs League. It's been one of the best ever since the inception of the Ghana Pro Clubs League. I don't think there's anybody that can say this season wasn't a success. It was a huge success. The new formats that it brought just brought so much excitement. And I've seen Mr. J in the chat saying active. We are definitely very active. Today, we've got a big stream for you guys for the final day. You know we had to finish big. We'll be having a double stream, the very first time for the double stream. This tells you that next season it could even be crazy. But today, we'll be having the best double stream you could ever think of. You know that in the title race, we've still not decided in Division 1, and that makes today even so much fun. And there's also a relegation battle, so we're bringing you the dynamics at the top and at the bottom with the double stream. We'll be having 4 teams in action, but 2 games, of course, but 4 teams in action. There will be Play Province, of course, sweaty opponents. There will be ABRIM gang, who are also gunning for the title, who they take on GHALLSTAR. So I'll just say, if Sweaty don't win, I'll be disappointed. You know what? I'm not seeing this one as an easy win for Sweaty, because if you look at how badly Play Province need this win after Jail Legends dropped points a couple of days ago, them knowing that if they get a result, not just a win, a result, a draw or a win, they could potentially stay in Division 1. I think they throw everything that they've got at this one. They'll be going hard at it very well. But Sweaty opponents, they've been the best all season. 37 points at this point. You know, you cannot write them off. It's all going off at the top of the bottom of the league. So we're in for a crazy, crazy day today. I just hope that the action, it lives up to the hype, because the hype and really putting on a performance for post-match and really putting on a performance for post-match interviews, pre-game interviews. You guys have been amazing, but today, my goodness, today, what a way to crown it all off. It will be one that will surely be entertaining. At the top of the table, sweaty opponents, sweaty opponents, and a ABRIM gang. The giants in the league, the 2 guys who have been going back and forth. We've seen so many league changes so far. Like, we've seen Sweaty on top at a point, and ABRIM gang was on top at a point. I think even Mavericks CF on top at a point. So we've seen so many league changes, but this is how the league will shape up with those 2 Sweaty opponents and the ABRIM gang battling it out. Like, I'm seeing this one as a big, big battle. If Einstein can pull that table up before we get the interviews for you guys, I'm hearing that four players will be actually coming on the interview session. I'm hearing that everybody, someone from Play Province will be coming, someone from Sweaty opponents, a ABRIM gang will be coming as well. So yeah, that is the table. And speaking of it, look at the dynamic right there. We are on to the last match day, people. Sweaty opponents on 37, a ABRIM gang on 36. Just 1 point separating these 2 guys, and that was not the case a week ago, because the ABRIM gang were actually the team on top a couple of days ago. And they did drop points against Himis FC, playing out in that 0-0 draw. Himis FC doing Sweaty opponents a huge, huge favor by holding a ABRIM gang scoreless. And that is when Sweaty opponents took full advantage. When I say full advantage, they did take full advantage, because in their game, to be able to go up top, they beat GHALLSTAR by 3-1. It's Sweaty opponents, their last game for today, if they get a really good result, they guarantee themselves win. If they're able to win that game against Play Province, they guarantee themselves the title for this season. For a Brim gang, they cannot draw. They seriously cannot draw. I think ideally, if you look at it, they should not draw because Sweaty opponents are the big favorites against Play Province. But mathematically, if they draw and Sweaty opponents going to lose to Play Province, then they've got a chance because look at that goal difference. They're on plus 28, meaning that if a Brim gang does draw, if Sweaty opponents does draw and a Brim gang also gets a draw, then we'll see how it pans out. I think we've got whether the interviews are ready, guys. The guys are in the lobby. We'll have a chance to speak to them. Esley says, I want Sweaty to win. It seems like we have so many Sweaty opponents fans in the chat. Okay, let's get ready with the interviews behind. The guys are in the lobby, revving to go. Final match day. I'm sure everybody is nervous. Everybody's excited to see how the last day plays out. It's been a wonderful season already. Well. We've got, I think there's two guys in. I'm seeing Dels from Play Province. I'm also seeing two guys join us. So we'll start it off quickly. Like I told you guys, we're having a double stream. So all of the guys that you're seeing are from the teams who are participating in the double stream for Play Province, Sweaty opponents, a Brim gang, and of course, I think it is going to be Himis. Himis also in action today. So we'll start off with the one on my right. Kindly introduce yourself and the team that you are playing for up top. Tell us how your season has gone so far with GPL this season, and just give us your insights as to how you've seen this season. They can carry on. Our guy in the Manchester United days, you can start with us. We are not getting your audio feed for now. Kindly check your audio and see if you've possibly muted yourself. Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. We just lost Dels a couple of minutes ago. Still, your sound on the camera. But can you hear me? No, I can't hear. I see your lips moving and everything, but I can't hear you. I'm sure Einstein is working on it behind the scenes, so we'll be able to get that audio working. No, I also can't hear you. Wow. Everybody they hear me, but I know they hear them. This will be weird. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, if you just did join the stream, this is grand finale of our GPL action. After 17 crazy match days, we are down to the last day and we are going big. Dels, can you hear me? Seems like we've lost him again. I'm hearing some sound, but I think it's coming from one of the audios, but I can't hear what. Yeah, I can hear you now. That's perfect. Can you tell us your name and the team you are playing for?
My name is Banfo and I play for ABRIM Gang, the best team in Ghana.
I like that confidence. How have you seen the season so far before we even get to the final match day?
Oh, with the season, it has been okay so far. It hasn't been our best. We could have done much better. We wouldn't have gone to the last day of the season if we had done our homeworks well. But it happens. It's the game. We just have to pick it up and then continue with what we can do best. That's continue winning.
Interesting. Your last game actually is against GHALLSTAR, and you need a positive result. And I was looking at the head-to-head against GHALLSTAR. The last time you guys faced them, you actually lost. How confident are you that you turn the result around this time?
I think that game, it was just, we lost. I wouldn't blame anything. They were the better team on that day. But if you check our previous head-to-head matches, GHALLSTAR is not a team that can match us boot for boots. They were just lucky on that day. They deserve the win though. We are brave. We don't fear anybody. So this match, we are going to do the Lord's work for them.
I like that very much. I'm seeing our man below us in the United jersey. Can we hear you now? Let's see. Can you introduce yourself to us and the team that you're playing for? Oh, I think your audio is still not working. I see your lips moving, but your audio is still not working. Convict says Play Province to lose under 8.5. Hey, Charlie. The play promise haters coming out one by one. But is your audio working now? No, still. We can't hear you still.
Even
We
join
still can't
the
hear.
room again.
Yeah, you can leave the party and then join again. All right, so but how do you feel knowing that the potential of you winning the possibility of you winning the league is not in your hands, but you have to look for results elsewhere and play province possibly holds sweaty opponents to a draw or get a win.
We are not a team that hope and pray, We are a team that decide our fate ourselves. I was just unfortunate we weren't able to do the right thing, maintain our form through the season, and it had to happen like this. So we know that Sweaty is a very tough opponent, especially in their home matches. I think they haven't lost. They lost only one in their home, and then Play Province 2 is a very good side because them had a very tough match. But we know they'll put out a good fight. So whatever happens, we know our part. That is winning. So we just hope they can do the work for us.
I like that approach. Just do your part and hope for the best. Can we hear you now? Try your sound once again for us.
Yeah, bro, you did hear me?
Yeah, we did hear you loud and clear. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the pre-match interviews. Can you tell us your name and the team you're playing for?
Snow F Baby from GHALLSTAR.
GHALLSTAR. I've been meaning to speak to you guys for a very long time. I feel like you are the team that when you're playing against the big teams, you can put up performances. But some of the games that we're expecting you to win, you don't win. Do you feel like that's how the season has gone for you guys so far?
That's how the season has gone. It's been bad. We were supposed to win certain games that we actually lost and drew. But then I think against the top opponents, we showed that yes, we are GHALLSTARs, and you're going to see it again tonight.
Because potentially, if you win today, you're actually able to be a BRIM gang today. You get into the top 4. And I looked at your past game against a BRIM gang. You beat them 2-0. But we had Bamfo earlier and was saying that game is not one that we should be looking at too much. It feels like today they'll get the win with them really needing the win. What's your whole take on today's game against the BRIM gang?
Well, yeah, I heard him say it was a fluke though, but then let's see how it goes. We're definitely going to win. So.
I like the confidence, but all of the games that you guys have played, that you see yourself against sweaty opponents, a BRIM gang, Mavericks, Tactical, Club the Ultimo, Himis, Play Province, everybody. Which one of the games would you call your toughest opponent out of all of the teams that you've played? If you can recall some of the tough games that you guys have played, because you've already beat the BRIM gang this season. I think you lost to sweaty opponents. Mavericks was also a tough game.
We beat Sweaty, we beat a BRIM gang. But I think we beat Tactical. I think one of our best games, I should say, was with 30 opponents. When we were at home, though, it was total control. So I think, that would be our game of the season.
Nice.
We beat them, so.
nice. Bafo, what, in your opinion, what would you say has been your favorite game of the season or your toughest opponent of the season so far?
Oh, our toughest game this season, I would say is actually it will surprise people, but I would say it's the Play Province match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We won that game 4-3. Yeah.
I heard it went right down to the wire.
So I think they had a last minute chance, and if you have the best defenders in Ghana, you have nothing to fear. So they just did their job for us. But then I also enjoyed the sweaty game. I wasn't actually around the GHALLSTAR loss, so I can't say much about that. But then the sweaty opponent game was very nice. Both legs.
Interesting. We like that very, very much. At this juncture, we only say congratulations to getting to this part of the league. I'll take your final words from both of you guys. I'll start with Bamfo. Final words for your fans and what they've been seeing from you guys. What should they expect from you in this final game before we head into the matches?
We know when it comes to the top teams, the teams at the top 4, we are the ones with the least fans because people don't rate us. we used to be the PS4 champions, the old gen, all the leagues, but this is our first time playing the new gen. So I think a lot of teams haven't really monitored us and had.
We like that. We like that. Final words. That is it for him. Oh, you're not done. Okay.
They expect nothing best.
ABRIM gang believing that they'll be the best. We take going. We'll see. GHALLSTAR final words after an interesting season from you guys as well. It seems like we did okay. He's come back now. The final words before we head on to the games. It seems like we've lost him. So we'll leave the guys to get into the lobby for all of the games. Thank you so much, Bamfo, for joining the pre-match interviews. Hopefully we catch you for the post-match interviews as well. So there it is, guys. You've heard from the guys. A double stream coming out today. There will be significant results coming up right at the top of the table and at the bottom. See that we've got a guy from GHALLSTAR to finish it off for us. Your final words, GHALLSTAR, that's mixed season. Final words for your fans who've been following. I'll be like we lose them again. Cat and mouse. But no, we are ready for the game. So the two games that will be coming, if you are wondering, we'll be having Sweaty Opponents versus Play Province, and in our other game, ABRIM Gang versus GHALLSTAR. We just display the table and the dynamic as to how important these games are to the league table, with possibly winning the league and then of course staying in their division. For Sweaty Opponents, if they get a win, it's a guaranteed. If they get ABRIM Gang, if ABRIM Gang gets a win, a Sweaty Opponents either gets a draw or they do lose the game to Play Province, then ABRIM Gang goes on to win. The other scenario that is going to be intriguing is if Play Province manage to beat Sweaty Opponents and ABRIM Gang just get a draw against GHALLSTAR, their goal difference will help them sail through because they're on plus 28 and Sweaty Opponents are on plus 24. At the bottom of the table is also very interesting. Play Province, they need a win badly. When I say badly, they need it badly against Sweaty Opponents because GL Legends are breathing down their necks. And GL Legends, their final matchup of the season is, I'm trying to confirm that one, as they'll have their last match of the season against Himis. I think they play Himis. And for Himis, they also know that Play Province are breathing down their necks because they are just 3 points away from Play Province as well. So it can change at any point in time. And as and when the goals go in, we're telling you what that means to the table. But yeah, it is confirmed to be a very fun stream. And of course, when the games do begin, I'm sure everybody will be enjoying. Kambi, you couldn't hear me. Oh, let me repeat myself again. So hopefully Einstein can put the table on there, so I'll show the dynamic as to how the stream will be taking place. Can you hear me clearly now? It says my mic was cutting off. Can you hear me now, Kanvik? If you can hear me clearly, kindly give me a thumbs up so we carry on. So there it is, the table. What I was saying earlier is the two games that we've got on stream is Sweaty Opponents versus Play Province and ABRIM Gang versus GHALLSTAR. And this is what it means to the table. Sweaty Opponents, you currently see are top of the standings, like number one team in the league right now, but they're just leading by a single point. So they need a positive result against Play Province. If they get a win, it guarantees them the title, the GPL title after the impressive season. If they get a draw, they leave the door open for ABRIM Gang if ABRIM Gang do actually beat GHALLSTAR. Since I should check my mic. Let me readjust it a little bit. If it's better, you can let me know. But I've tried to readjust a little bit, and then hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. So, like I was saying, if Sweaty Opponent gets a draw, then ABRIM Gang will have the window of opportunity of possibly beating GHALLSTAR and of course going at the top of the league. Baden, we go start match, making off here. The guys they lobby inside immediately they start. We go bring the feed to you. No be me at the delay, at the beg you. The guys then just go to the lobby inside. So make them enjoy the lobby, and then when they kickstart the game, we'll be able to continue. Okay, thank you, Oscar. I think the mic is fine. Oscar, also from Play Province, I'm sure he's also poised to see how this game goes down. Wow, Kerry believing in Play Province to win. That's interesting because that last game against Sweaty Opponents, they really struggled. They lost by 4-0. People, Sweaty Opponents have a serious advantage over them. And for ABRIM Gang, they did also lose their first leg to GHALLSTAR 2-0. So it's a funny one to call. It's a funny one. You can start leaving your predictions in the chat and who you think goes on to win the season, who you think goes on to stay in the division. Himis, Play Promise, GL Legends, they could all be one of those teams that do not stay in the division when it all finishes up today. But we are in for a really, really good one. It's been a massive, massive season. The likes of Mavericks, I think, where it really worried them was the number of losses that they've had. If you look at not just the number of losses, but well, I think it's Tactical OP that confused me. Tactical OP with their 7 losses. Mavericks kept it close. They really did keep it close, but some of the results that didn't go their way almost killed off the momentum for the title charge, and that's why they've had an impressive season being third, but we expected them to challenge for the title. They have challenged for the title, but it didn't go all the way down to the wire. So congratulations to them as well. They really put up a strong performance. Tactical OP finishing possibly in top 4 is also a really good one. If GHALLSTAR was able to get a result against the ABRIM gang, we could see that shifting before we head on to the final games of the season. The matches will come on. Make enough here at all. Then the lobby as we get prepared for the final day action. The final day action of the GPL scene. I think I saw someone's comment asking how does he join the GPL league. Of course, you can do that by just following across all of the social media platforms. Ghana Pro Clubs League, you can send them a DM as to you being an individual player. If you have a team that you want to register, then that's fine. If you want to join a team, you can contact any of those teams via their social media handles, and of course, you can have that discussion with them whether you go for trials and everything. But yeah, it does happen. And if you do want to be part of the Ghana Pro Clubs League, the big family, the family that has been producing massive entertainment throughout the very, very start of the season, then you can do that and then come and join as we are heading towards the final games which will decide how the season will go down. Kindly exercise some patience for us, guys. The guys are still in the lobby. It's not my fault at all. They are still in the lobby. We're bringing you that feed immediately we get it. We'll be going into the lobby to see how everything goes down. So if Einstein can get us the guys in the lobby, so we'll see how their formations and everything are going down. We'll surely bring it to you. I think he's getting that feed right about now. So there it is. We'll have sweaty opponents in the lobby, and you see today is a full house. You know it has to be a full house because it's the final day. They need the win. They know there's season clinching victory on the line. If they're able to get the win, they will go on to be crowned champions. So look at the lineup. Actually did speak to Wonder Kid a couple of days ago at a different tournament. It was in person, and he was saying they wanted to switch up the formation, and now they switched it up to a 3-5-2, which is interesting. I think the whole of the season we've not seen sweaty opponents playing a 3-back. I think this is the very first time, and that shape looks interesting because you've got Choice Badger, Juvenile, and Guy Kobe at the back. It makes a very solid 3-back. Trigger and then Showworking is, I think, Weissmas, who will be in that midfield area. Montana on that left midfield position. Wonder Kid will play as the cam. King Lexus will play as the right midfielder. Paddy and Konka up top. What a squad. What a freaking squad we've got from sweaty opponents. They are maxed out today. Everybody coming to play with Sergio in the post as well. They really mean business, and Play Province, they've got to be careful. They have seriously got to be careful. We already saw predictions of people saying Play Province will concede 10 goals. It's how good sweaty opponents have been. Remember, the last time they faced Play Province, they actually beat them by 4 goals to zip. So you know that these guys have got goals in them. Except Choice Badger. He's that left center back that you see in your shot. Choice Badger 17. That is his PSN left center back, part of that 3-man defense. For the whole of the season, sweaty opponents have been playing in a 4-back. They have been playing in a 4-back with DJ Juvenile and of course Guy Kobe in that 4-back. But this time they want to switch it up a bit and play in that 3-back system. They'll play in that 3-back system. We're bringing you this game and the ABRIM Gang versus GHALLSTAR game. That GHALLSTAR, I'm also looking at how they will line up today because they have a potential of finishing top 4. Top 4 also earn some of the prize money. So they have to be very serious today with their games. They've been able to play the big teams very well. Every single time they play the big teams, I think they do perform extremely well, and they do get their chances. They do take them. Okay, finally, guys, we have the games to go, and just like that, ABRIM gang, just like Bamford said, they were meeting serious business, and with just 5 minutes going on the game clock, they've got their first goal of the game. If you're wondering who ABRIM gang is, they are in their traditional green and the black shorts. As for GHALLSTAR, in their whites, kicking from right to left. What a start to this game we are having already. ABRIM gang knowing that an important victory will give them a chance of winning this title. Of course, hoping that Play Province does them a favor elsewhere. GHALLSTAR with possession of the ball as Nathan will be able to win it back. Here comes ABRIM gang, the free-flowing attack that has been massive all season long. They have been the highest goal scorers, and they are in again. This time, goalkeeper to the rescue, double save. GHALLSTAR under serious pressure in these first few minutes. ABRIM gang, these first 10 minutes just tells you one thing. These guys are all about scoring goals. They're all about winning games. And after that result against Himis, they want to right all of their wrongs. And I think the start is just excellent for them. This time, they'll go on the right-hand side.
It's a promising move from Big Trouble.
Deals into Nathan. Lovely build-up for ABRIM gang once again. Cut into middle. Kenny on the right-hand side. They look dangerous. Just comes off the post this time. Wow. These guys, they look crazy already. I know guys are calling for the Play Province game. It will come on shortly. We've promised for the double stream, and it will come on. Immediately they begin, we'll be giving you guys a glimpse of how that game is going as well. Powerful. Can't get the through ball to go. GHALLSTAR under serious pressure already. And with how things are looking, I wouldn't be surprised if we get that second goal from ABRIM gang. Yeah, they come again. Deals. We've seen him do damage on that left-hand side. This time, defense marshalling him very well as though earn a goal kick out of that. Look at that high line from ABRIM gang. Look at that serious high line from ABRIM gang. They are pressing, and they've won the ball back immediately. These guys mean business. Mensa for Deals again. Key back to Deals, the danger man up top already. We've seen him so many times on the ball. With how ABRIM gang have been pressing, they are the dominant side. It's the reason why Bamford was so confident in calling them the best team in the country, and they have been in that conversation the whole of the season. Assassin with an important interception as you get the ball back. GHALLSTAR finally get space to breathe, and will they be able to go on the break? There is ABRIM gang to clear their lines once again. The Sweaty Opponents match hasn't begun yet, for my knowledge. We'll be switching over to their game when we do get the chance. But finally, we do have a chance to see the game that everybody was calling for, and it has been the mantra of the day. Immediately we switch onto the stream, we get a goal to celebrate. Sweaty Opponents, they did not come here to play at all. The league leaders with one hand on the trophy already want to make some noise, and they want to get everybody celebrating. Sweaty Opponents won, Play Province. No, everybody calling for the Sweaty Opponents game. This is it right here. I know everybody wants to see them in action. They are in action against Play Province. Mind you, Sweaty Opponents currently up by a goal to nil, and on the other side as well, ABRIM gang are also leading. And as it stands, Sweaty Opponents will be crowned champions. For Play Province, with them being on the losing end, it gives serious opportunity to GL Legends to knock them off that spot where they are keeping their spot in the league. There comes Sweaty Opponents again this time. That attack couldn't materialize. What Sweaty Opponents have done so well this season is their cohesion. How they play up top, I think, is one of the very best. The attack is just so good this season, and it's really tough to stop them. But it's intriguing to see how they do actually play with that 3-back system for the very first time this season. And they come in the final game against Play Province, tells you how confident these guys are. Breakthrough again. There comes another attack. Padia almost breaking through the lines. By the pass. Going out for offside. Guy Kobe with another brilliant interception. I think this guy is definitely in conversation to be one of the best center backs in the league this season. He has been consistent. He's been there for the sweaty opponents in the tough times and, of course, in the glorious times as well. And it's not surprising that they trust him to be at the heart of that defense in the sweaty opponent side. Hey, G, it says GL go win, PP go lose. Well, Play Province, they've had a lot of people celebrating, of course, their downfall this season. But kudos to them for actually making the last day really fun, because we all thought GL Legends were going to run away with the points as they were in that relegation battle. But Play Province have actually held their own and made sure that they've made this last day very fun as they go on their attack. They haven't really looked good on the offensive end, as sweaty opponents have just picked them off. Every single of those loose balls, sweaty opponents are first to Alexis. Play a good pass inside. There's Padia. Can he dance his way through Woma? That's a brilliant job of stepping in and winning back the ball. This is what we came here for. Final day of DPL. After all of the excitement and all of the months, this is the day to be here. Game against Nika from distance. Big save. First big chance of the game for Play Province, and they force a really impressive save out of the goalkeeper. Corner kick situation for PP. Cross comes in. Sweaty. They deal with it. Woma in no man's land, actually, but manages to find a way and get Mahmoud back in possession of the ball. Switch of play for Play Province. Talisman. He's got guys to find in the box. Goes for an interesting driven pass. But Juvenile reading that one to perfection and winning the ball back for Sweaty. We'll head on to the counter. That is how swift they are. Immediately they win it back. They want to go right for the counter, hit you on the break and hit you by surprise. Trigger stepping up front and winning the ball is so important. What Trigger and Wonder Kid bring to the sweaty opponent side, it is really important. Great pass for Play Province. Here they come again with Zamani. Can he find the back post? Gets a cross in. Choice Baja getting his body on there to clear that one. We're heading to the 30th in game in the market. This one has certainly been a very fun one. Play Province have grown into this game and they're making this one interesting. Keeper caught into action once again. This is what we came here to see. This is why we're all here enjoying the games on the final day. Open chance for Play Province. Give my girl Nika. In the time when they do need her, she steps up big. This is a huge goal in the title challenge and the relegation battle. Play Province 1, sweaty opponents 1. What are we in for, guys? And we'll be checking on the ABRIM Gang game very soon and seeing how their result is also going against GHALLSTAR. Sweaty opponents break the lines again. Party in situations like he does not miss. And of course he was going to score. And he was greedy on top of it as well. Play Province, after getting back into the game, lost their heads a little bit. One pass, split that defense. And the league leaders back on top through their goal machine. Padia getting them back on top of this game. 2-1 to sweaty opponents. You cannot rest on your laurels against this team. Immediately Play Province got that equalizer. You knew sweaty opponents were not going to stay low. We're not going to relax. And immediately getting back into the game. Cross coming in, Juvenile. Heading wide. Nika win it. High up top as Lexus will try to create something for this sweaty team. I've actually been impressed with Play Province being brave and taking the game to sweaty opponents. I think they've done a very good job. We've seen a lot of teams play sweaty opponents where they succumb to the pressure from the league leaders. But Play Province on this final day, knowing how much this result will mean to them if they do get a positive one. They are taking this game right to the wire. They are taking this game to sweaty opponents, and it's been a very enjoyable stream so far. If you're on here enjoying the action, make sure you subscribe to the Motherland Gaming Television. This is where all of the pro class action goes down. This is the main broadcast, and this season has been a blast already, and we are enjoying these final games as they come in thick and fast. Sweaty opponents to possibly finish this half on a high. Lexus has space in front of him. We'll take that space and we'll look for the options. What a tackle from Mahmoud. We'll go out for a throw window. Can they get the cushion that they are looking for in this first half? It could be a devastating blow as well to play Province. Sweaty opponents get a goal here. Alote with an important interception. He'll clear his lines, and I think the referee will blow the whistle for the end of an entertaining first half, guys. This is what we promised, and I just love that all of the teams are delivering. What a stream we've had so far. So we'll go back to that ABRIM gang game. GHALLSTAR almost getting back. Joining this game is still ABRIM gang 1, GHALLSTAR 0, guys. The team in green who are gunning for the title, and they need a positive result here today.
Didn't go to plan in the end. With
sweaty opponents also winning on their end. I'm not sure ABRIM gang, they've had the results that are going on in the other games. Maybe someone is telling them, but what we heard from Bamford was, even if the result doesn't go their way, they want to come here and do their job. That is the most important thing to them. And they're about 20 minutes away from securing the 3 points and giving themselves a chance to win. There they go again. This could be the second for them. And this could be the goal that seals the 3 points in the bag. ABRIM gang get some separation away from GHALLSTAR. The last time these two played, GHALLSTAR won by 2-0. And this is the best revenge that ABRIM gang could have possibly served. They are 15 minutes away from getting all of those 3 points. To go back to the other game between sweaty opponents and Play Province, it just kick-started the second half with sweaty opponents still with that 2-1 lead. Is so tight in these games. The GPL serving us the best dishes, and I mean, the last day they've given us a buffet to enjoy from. Play Province commanding possession now, as it was just flagged for offside. That build-up failing to materialize, as sweaty opponents will get the ball back. The 3-back shift for sweaty opponents, where it is worrying for me a little bit, is in that midfield. I feel like Play Province, they've had their way with sweaty opponents in that midfield, but the quality of sweaty opponents up top is just undeniable. Immediately they get into their front players and the likes of Montana and Padia, they're always creating chances. Konka finding Padia just going offside a little bit. That's what I was speaking of. They get it into their front men and they are always creating havoc. So Play Province are controlling the midfield, but sweaty opponents using their wings very well. And when they get into their front men, they are just simply unstoppable. Rice was on that ball. We'll play it safe with Guy Kobe at the back. Wonder K trying to switch the play. Rakuzan reads that one very well. Play Province, in as much as they know that if they're going to lose this game, they're leaving themselves open to being knocked out of the division. Results elsewhere could also go in their favor, because if GL Legends also going to lose against Himis, then Play Province will stay in the league. And for Himis, they also need that win, because Himis, if Play Province are able to get a result here, Himis could be in a lot of trouble. Konka, can he run through that defense? He almost did that. You get the ricochet, gets the shot to a goalkeeper. In the way again, Montana with a heavy touch, and the ball goes out of play. 30 minutes left in this one, with sweaty opponents holding on dearly to this 2-1 lead. I think what the 3-back system does for Play Province is, if they want to control the midfield, then the likes of Padia and Konka have to be dropping deep and helping that midfield of Trigger and Wonder Kid. That is really key. And in the second hour, I've seen a lot more of that, and that's how come they are controlling possession in this tie. Konka Lofted pass, Padia, we always know he's dangerous on the ball. Sweaty, they do play slick. Legs this, back post cross comes in. The ball falls into the path of Padia. And the third falls for Sweaty. And could that be the goal that clinches the title? Sweaty opponents, like they always do, methodical with their build-up. Back post cross, laid it down into Padia. And the highest goal scorer of the season continues in that rich vein of form, getting 2 really important goals to go down. And Sweaty opponents, they've got one hand and like 3 fingers on the title at this point. What a performance these guys have put in all season long. And they've just got 20 minutes to hold on, or possibly even add more goals. Can legs is down the byline. Yeah, precision shooting, it happens sometimes. They overlook that one. And look ahead to hold on to these last 20 minutes. Einstein, if you can get results from that GHALLSTAR game, kindly let us know. If you can just get a sneak peek of how that game ended, that would be brilliant. As Sweaty opponents look like the team to carry all 3 points. So the play province, the second half has just not been it. It has just not been it. And credit to Sweaty opponents. As I mentioned earlier, what they've been able to do is, because they found out that play province were controlling that midfield, the likes of Paddy and Konka up top, they were dropping deeper to get the ball to help the midfielders in Trigger and Wonder Kid to be able to control the ball in the midfield areas. And that's how come they're dominating possession. Kudos to them. That was a huge tactical change from them. And that is why they have created that separation between themselves and play province. Okay, play province change the fortunes of this game in these last moments. Goalkeeper claims comfortably with 15 minutes to go. Mr. Rogers says, tell Wonder Kid to send his Momo. Hey, the Momo started fly. Says save the Momo for Ball Squad next season. We've got confirmation of that result. ABRIM gang finished off GHALLSTAR with a 2-0 win. But I'm sure they are in the stream now looking at this game and being like, okay, we did our part. But results elsewhere are just not looking like they will go our way, or maybe these last few minutes could change it. Oscar, brilliant pass. Could they finish it off? Cross comes in. That's an interesting decision. Zamani catch it back into game again. Nika, look, everybody's at the back. For Sweaty opponents, they know that the title is on the line. They know that they are minutes away, and nobody can rest on their laurels in this game. Everybody putting their bodies on the line and defending very well. As Montana takes that one into a throw-in. Rakuzan. Choice Bada getting into the loose ball. Padia will win it back for Sweaty. Padia once again, could he finish the last match day with a hat-trick? That would be crazy. These back post crosses, we've seen them so many times. For Sweaty opponent, there is Padia fixture cancel. Alote with another big block, 5 minutes away now, guys. Montana down to the byline. That's it right there. The nail in the coffin. That is the goal. That tells us that we should start writing their names on the championship trophy. It's Konka who gets in on the act. 8-4. Sweaty opponents. Was it ever in doubt, guys? Was it ever in doubt that these guys would pick up the win? Play province played well in that first half, but it just wasn't enough. Football is a game of 2 halves, and it does apply to pro clubs as well. Sweaty opponent in the last day with all of the pressure, with everybody expecting them to win. They have not disappointed. Right from the back, you could give serious credit to the likes of Guy Kobe, Juvenile, Choice by the in that midfield. The likes of Wonder Kid, Trigger up top. Konka has been spectacular. His drop back game has been crazy. Padia's finishing has been next level. This team have put up a performance for the ages. This team, when they put it together, everybody knew they meant serious business. But there were doubts about chemistry. There were doubts whether these guys could work together. There were doubts if their egos could coexist. There were doubts whether they would be serious. There were doubts whether these guys could go on and beat everybody in the league. That's what they've gone and done. That is what they've gone and done, and they will carry on with another impressive victory to finish it off. 4-1 for Sweaty opponents. They will be your GPL champions. What a performance, what a display for the fans. Everybody was calling for this game, and it has lived up to the hype. What a performance from Padia. He actually did complete the hat-trick. So 3 goals for Padia, 1 for Konka up top. And Sweaty opponents, they have delivered in the biggest possible way. They finish it off 4-1. against Play Province. Well. And this says the GL game is actually about to start soon. So we will know the fate of Play Provinces. We'll see you in Division 2. What a stream this one has been. A double stream has been very fun. Hopefully we're able to continue with that a lot of times this season. But wow. I was expecting a little bit of drama at the end. I thought Play Province could get one back and make it 3-2. But you just knew when Sweaty had the grip on that game, when that tactical shift for the likes of Paddy and Konka to drop deep and come for the ball, you knew it was just all over. But kudos to these guys. A lot of people doubted whether they could work together. They've silenced all of those doubters. They've really put everybody to respect them. They've put their respect at the very highest level. You know, when these guys come to play, nobody stops them. Sweaty opponent winning the league. ABRIM gang coming in second. It's been a wonderful stream so far, and I hope everybody had fun. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to ABRIM gang as well. I think they did all the best they can, because when we heard from Bamfo, he was like, they have to do their part, and they did certainly do their part, winning 2-0, and just hoping for a result from Play Province. Just didn't work out for them. GL Legends won. Hemis forfeited. Wow, if this is true, the Play Province will be heading to Division 2, because mind you, a forfeit means that's 3 goals, and that means Play Province could be heading to Division 2. We'll be confirming that result if actually indeed Hemis went on to forfeit. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm getting word that the likes of Sweaty opponents are coming for their interviews. Hopefully we'll be able to get the champs in the house. If you've been enjoying the stream, kindly smash that like button. Motherland Gaming Television, the home of all of the pro clubs action this season, the home of all of the main broadcast for pro clubs this season. It's been a fun one. Hopefully we can get Sweaty opponents in the lobby and have a chance to just speak to their champions, their mindset going into this season, with all of the doubters thinking, okay, you can put out the best team, but is your chemistry going to work? Are you going to gel? Will your egos not clash? They've been able to do it. Shout out to Wonder Kid for putting the team together. Shout out to everybody on their single team. I think Wonder Kid, he is the vocal leader, and he is the one that is making sure that everybody gets the training on time. Everybody's in the party for the games. But you've also got to give a huge credit to Guy Kobe, the heart of that defense. Him and DJ Juvenile, they've put on a tremendous performance this year, and they also deserve all of their flowers up top as well. Padia, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on to win Player of the Season, because he's one of the top goal scorers in the season. I have to check and confirm if he is actually the top goal scorer in the season, but what a performance from this guy. And to close the last final day with a hat-trick as well. Yeah, that is levels and showing everybody how good he is. Einstein, if the guys are ready, we can start the interviews now, and I have a chance to speak to the champions. There are no more champions elect. They are champions right now. These guys who have toiled, had to put in a shift, because I was speaking to some of them earlier on Saturday. We had a tournament. I was speaking to a lot of these Sweaty opponents players, and they're telling me like it's difficult getting everybody together on game days, because some people are busy, some people are in school and everything, but the way they've been able to pull it off is crazy. Wow, we've had different information. Helmut says them no forfeit. Hey, seems like Hemis has not forfeited their game. Well. Play Province are not in Division 2 yet. We'll see how that Hemis game pans out. But DPL this season has been nothing short of entertaining. I think it's been able to get to the levels that we wanted it to get to, and I'm expecting that next season we even go crazy. I did make a hint of potentially a sponsor and investor coming on board, and that hint is still not going down at all. I've heard positive remarks from a lot of people. I'm expecting that they will contact the GPL management very, very soon. So everybody should stay tuned, and then just keep an eye on GPL next season. I think it's going to be a blast. If the guys are ready, I am. If the guys are ready, Sweaty opponents guys are ready, I am ready to speak to our champions, the champions who came in on the final day knowing they had to put up a result, and they won by 4-1. Play Province, though, a very disappointing season in all standards, by all standards. Coming into this one, I personally thought Play Province were going to do. I thought we were actually going to challenge for the title, because the lineup they also put out there looked really good, like on paper. But the thing is, we don't play pro clubs on paper. We play it on the virtual pitch, and on the virtual pitch, they just weren't good enough, and that's how come they were in the relegation battle. All right, Einstein, give me the guys for the interviews if they are ready, and then we'll have a chance to speak to our champions for GPL. GPL brought to you by Motherland Gaming Television, VPG Ultimate Battle Esports Association Ghana, VGA Esports Show. All of these guys have been able to make sure that the league runs very, very well. And congratulations to them on a very successful season. I think that VGA interview that I was hinting, where I had a chance to speak to guys from Himis, is actually out now on the VGA Esports Show YouTube channel. You can check it out for their big, big announcement. I think we've got the champions in the house, and we've got the big man himself, Wonder Kid, in the building. Wonder, try your mic, Mokusi, say we hear you. We didn't hear you, of course. As you win there, we hear you. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Congratulations, first of all. Do you guys feel the pressure going into this last game against Play Province?
Not really. Play Province, everyone actually is. So if they even go to signing for this last game, we're not going anywhere. Oscar, no. Before the game, we did pray. So that one, you know, reach anywhere. I know say go collect.
That's massive. But I think I've asked you this question off camera before, but putting the team together I know wasn't easy. But managing all of those egos on their team, because individually they are very good. How have you been able to manage all of the egos with Guy Kobe in the team, Juvenile, Padia, Konka, Aptop, Montana, some of the best players around? How have you been able to manage everybody's egos and get them to play the way that you want them to play, and of course eventually becoming champions?
At the beginning, it wasn't easy, but like I said, I called them during 24 to tell them about the project that I had. And I want to give a big shout out to everyone at Sweaty Opponent, because there's been a lot of sacrifices. People have been missing work, people have been missing dates, people have missed a lot of things just to come online to train with me. So a big shout out to all my team, all the players in the team, everyone for their I'm very, very proud of the boys. It's a very good achievement because it's our first time in the league and we won it. So I'm very, very proud of the boys.
Solid. Very much resembles last season for the Nigerian Pro Clubs League when they assembled that Avengers for Toka FC and when they also went on to win the league. Convict says, tell Wonder say we they come. If you haven't heard of the big announcement, Convict Records Esports, they are merging with Himis to become Himis Convict for next season's Pro Clubs. Wonder Kid, any words for Convict and Himis as they say they are coming for you guys, the champions?
They should prepare well. I don't know why they are calling us out as their first opponents, because there are lots of good teams in the league, and I don't know why they are going for the top dogs right away. I mean, when they come, they will be humbled. So we are waiting for them.
Yeah, Wonderkid, before we let you go, I think there might be serious pressure on you being a manager from the way teams want to put your players now. Because I think first off, teams didn't notice the players, but now I'm sure there are teams that will be making offers for the likes of Padia, Montana, Juvenile, Guy Kobe. What's the plan to possibly keep them? Hey,
let's carry car.
What's the plan to keep these guys? Hey.
I mean, it's our first season together, so I don't think we'll disband after only one season. There are a lot of seasons coming up, so I feel like this is just like a first win out of many. We are still here to do ourselves. We want to do ourselves as the best, not only in Ghana, but in Africa as a whole. I mean, if you are playing on the Lagos server, I feel like now on the Lagos server, I feel like Sweaty Opponents is like a top 3 team on the Lagos server. So I don't think we'll be disbanding ourselves now anytime soon. We are still here to build more chemistry. So watch out for us.
That's a bold statement. The reason I actually asked that question was Toka FC immediately they won the next season. They've disbanded, like Wonder Kid is saying, and I think most of the players went to join Marshall Alexa. But we've got Bamfo here with us from ABRIM Gang, who also took care of business, winning 2-0 against GHALLSTAR. But they ended up not being enough. Congratulations to you guys as well, coming second. But how do you feel after finishing that game and coming to see that Sweaty Opponent also got the job done? Yeah, we can't hear you. I think your mic is muted. There seems like we lost him, but Charlie, certain opponents, the way and manner in which they've been able to do it, how they left it right to the last day, I think was very, very fun. I don't know if it was Bamford, we still can't hear you. Bamford, we still can't hear you. We still know they hear you. Still know they hear you. Try left then come back then.
Starboy girls, like by now you can carry the trophy.
Hey, this matter you won't bring. That was a go play for a mother club. Why you won't go bring this matter? But will there be like additions for next season?
Yeah, surely. We are actually poaching some players now from the Nigerian Premier League. There are a lot of good talents there, so I'm talking to some guys to get some guys on board for us for next season.
Your last question before we let you go. You have to give special shout outs to a lot of people, but who are some key guys that you think deserve some credits before we let you go, and just shout them out as we end the stream?
Honestly, I feel like everyone deserves the same shout outs because everyone puts in the work, from the strikers to the midfielders to the defenders and to the people who were even there. Some people in the team who were equally as good, but they weren't getting the opportunity to play, but they put their ego aside and then let the team go for it. Like they let other people play. So I mean, everyone deserves a special shout out. Like I said, shout out to everyone in Sochi opponents. Everyone did their best. I'm so proud of the boys. Like shout out to everyone.
Yeah, that is, you heard from the man himself, Wonder Kid, proud of his team for, of course, coming in first in this season's GPL. This is where we'll call it a day and we'll call it a season for this year's Ghana Pro Clubs League. It's been a fun one. It's been action upon action every single match day. It has lived up to the hype. Shout out to Division 2 as well. We ended a couple of days ago and they were also on point. Division 1 also lived up to the hype for our final double stream. We couldn't get Bamfo for the last stream. I'm hearing, okay, Einstein says the guys are coming for the final interviews before we all close and then finish the stream. Hopefully we're able to get them in before we end the stream. I'd like to hear from someone from Play Province. I'd like to hear from them. If we get someone from GL Legends as well, wouldn't be bad. Or they're actually playing their game right now. If they're actually playing their game right now, then we'll be able to get anyone. But if we get ABRIM gang as well, Bamfo was trying to speak, but his mic was messing up a little bit. And we'll see how they also feel about this season. Hey, Jay, this news they give you be correct, because the last time you can't give some news, they say be incorrect too. Jay says GL Legends won. Just so I know. Just so everybody knows. This is from AJ, not verified. I don't know yet, because the last time he said he had forfeited their match, but it turns out they actually played the game. So if if this is true from AJ, then I think Play Province are going down to Division 2, guys. They will be going down to Division 2. So yeah, very interesting one coming from there as well. But what a season. I've run out of ways of describing this season, to be honest with you, because it's been positive after positive after positive. Being able to, well, another person saying that GL won. Okay, GL Legends, they did stand on business. That's the way to go about it. GL Legends will be staying in the division. Play Province will be relegated to Division 2. Wow. If you had told me this before the season started, I would have bitten your hand off. I would have said, nah. There's no way this is happening for Play Province to be relegated. But that's the beauty of the Pro Clubs League, you know. They won by 3-0. Sheesh, that's a commanding result as well. What happened to him is interesting. Maybe last day the test got to them, but hey, credit to GL Legends, they have put in a performance. But like I was saying, if you had told me earlier that Play Province would be relegated this season, I would have said no way that's happening, and it did go on to happen. So that's the beauty of the Ghana Pro Clubs League. Very unpredictable. You cannot predict where it will go. So yeah, credit to them as well. This, as I said from the beginning, that GL would win. AJ called it. Shout out to AJ as well, being here every single time. We really do appreciate it. I've got word that we won't be able to get the interviews. Apologies, we won't be able to get the guys on stream. But all I want to say is thank you to everybody who's been here from day one of the stream. Whether it was Division 2 action, Division 1 action, we salute you. We appreciate all of your efforts in making the GPL a massive success. But this is not a goodbye from us entirely. We will be back with another season, and we'll be back bigger and better. Stay safe out there. We'll see you some other time.
We stand tall like Everest. We start crawl before we they come get feathers. As I they pour like bitch for my forefathers. Empire bomb me chance off for more prayers. Yeah, I get the money so I they get the honey. I call a bunny girls say friend me baby woman. I be nobody why your wife they shaking body. My nigga we they do whatever for the money. But I see you
me no show no weakness. Steady grind all weekend. See me no show no weakness. Nah, hate demons. Sweat down, fear no demons. We tend to stand in no business. See we no show no